We expect the Chinese side to also confine its activities to its side of the LAC. During his telephone conversation with the Chinese foreign minister, EM conveyed that the need of the hour was for the Chinese side to reassess its actions and take corrective steps. They should strictly respect and observe the line of actual control and not take any unilateral action to alter it. It was agreed that both sides would implement the disengagement understanding of 6th June sincerely. Neither side would take any action to escalate matters and instead ensure peace and tranquility as per bilateral agreements and protocols. The two sides are in regular touch through their respective embassies and foreign offices. At the ground level, the two sides have maintained communication at the commanders level. Meetings of other established diplomatic mechanisms, such as Working Mechanism for Consultation and Coordination on Border Affairs, WMCC, are under discussion. While we remain firmly convinced of the need for maintenance of peace and tranquility in the border areas and the resolution of differences through dialogue, at the same time, as Honorable PM stated yesterday, we are also strongly committed to ensuring India's sovereignty and territorial integrity. I'll also respond to specific questions on the status of Indian soldiers. This has been clarified by the Army earlier today afternoon that there are no Indian troops missing in action. And specifically on the questions on the Chinese claims on Galwan Valley, I would refer you to my statement of last evening.
So the next set of questions are on the RIC summit. Siddhant Sibal from Beyond has asked, will India participate in the RIC summit on 23rd June? Aishwarya from AP has asked, is the RIC meeting still going ahead as planned? There were comments from the Russian side yesterday. Would be grateful for a confirmation from our end as well. Maha Siddiqui from CNN News 18 has asked, is the External Affairs Minister going to participate in the Russia-India-China meeting on 23rd, despite the current standoff with China? Can this trilateral help in creating a conducive atmosphere for resolving matters? Shishir Soni from Haribhumi Samoha has asked, क्या भारत, रूस और चीन के साथ होने वाली बैठक में शामिल होंगे? Abhishek Jha from DD News has asked, has India agreed to the RIC virtual meet on 23rd June proposed by Russia, or are new dates being explored? Abhishek Dhulia from NHK Japan Broadcasting Corporation has asked, sir, whether Foreign Minister will be joining RIC Foreign Ministers meeting scheduled on June 22nd, and could you share some details of the agenda on the meeting? Sridhar Kumaraswamy from Asian Age has asked, can the MEA give us details about Indian participation at the forthcoming RIC meet?
See, the Russia-India-China Foreign Ministers meeting is scheduled on 23rd June. Russia is the chair this year. Russia has called for a special session of the RIC meeting to commemorate the 75th anniversary of the victory in the Second World War over Nazism and creation of the United Nations. It will be the first meeting of the RIC foreign ministers which will be taking place through video conferences. EM will be participating in this meeting. The agenda, as someone has asked, the three ministers are expected to discuss the current situation of the global pandemic and the challenges of global security, financial stability, and RIC cooperation in that context. And this is going to be a trilateral meeting.
Pranay Upadhyay from ABP News and Neeraj Kumar from News 18 have asked for an update on the meeting between India and Pakistan on the locust management.
I had briefed you last week on the developments in this context. And you would recall that in May 2020, we had taken the initiative to call for intensifying contacts between locust warning organizations of the two countries. And these contacts have been taking place over the last 60 years. We thought it was important in wake of the threat posed by desert locust. And we even proposed to Pakistan coordinated locust control operations. And we also proposed that we can facilitate the supply of pesticide for locust control operations. In fact, we have already delivered 20,000 liters of malathion pesticide to Iran for desert locust operations in their territory. As per available information, Pakistan side has refused to join this meeting. and this meeting was supposed to be held today. We find it unfortunate that Pakistan maintains its reticent attitude even when its own people face the threat of food security. And we will continue to coordinate with FAO in this matter. Are there any further questions, Pawan?
So I have some follow-up questions. Yeah. Siddhant from Vion has asked, do we have any update on the extradition of Vijay Mallya?
Siddhant, I had briefed you last week during the weekly briefing that in the case of Vijay Mallya, after his application for leave to appeal to the Supreme Court was rejected, we are in touch with the UK side for his early extradition to India. And we have requested the UK side not to consider his asylum request. So there's nothing further in terms of update beyond that.
So on China, I have a couple of follow-up questions. Pranay Upadhyay has asked, there is a statement by the Russian Foreign Ministry regarding an Indian-initiated phone call between ambassador in Moscow and the Deputy Foreign Minister of Russia. It also mentions a discussion regarding India-China LAC tensions. Did similar exercise was carried with other strategic partners like US, France, etc.? Did we brief other foreign partners? And Uma Shankar from NDTV India has asked, विदेश मंत्रियों की फोन पर बातचीत को चीन बार बार अपने तरह से पेश किए जा रहा है, वो ऐसा संदेश दे रहा है कि शांतिपूर्ण समाधान की तरफ कदम बढ़ाने की बजाय उसने इस फोन कॉल के मौके का इस्तेमाल धमकाने के लिए किया है. ऐसे में किसी नतीजे की कैसे उम्मीद की जा सकती है?
Pranay, I haven't seen those reports, so I won't be able to provide you more information on that. I'll check. Uma, on the telephone conversation between EM and the Chinese foreign minister, you've seen our readout. It is fairly comprehensive and it gives you a sense of that conversation. So I wouldn't like to add anything further to that. Are there any further questions, Pawan?
No, sir, I do not have any further questions.